revelation as I was reading that. He says, he that feareth is not made. He that feareth is not made. The reason you have not made it is because you fear. The reason you haven't developed into your full potential is because of fear. Fear is the reason why you haven't made a million. Fear is the reason why you haven't made a move. Really, have you ever stopped to think what you would make out of your life if you were not afraid to try, afraid to attempt, afraid to dream, afraid to go for it? Really, what would be made of you if you weren't afraid that you were going to fail, afraid that you were going to mess up, afraid that it wasn't going to work? Am I preaching to anybody in here that says, I refuse to be scared in 2015 like I was in 2014? I'm not going to be afraid to believe that God is on my side and I'm going to move. He that feareth is not made. What would you be if you weren't so afraid? What would you have accomplished if you weren't afraid what people are going to say, how people are going to think? If you weren't afraid of where we're going to get the money to do it, how am I going to do it with this injury? Where would you be? What would you have made in life? Somewhere along the journey, fear hadn't gotten in your psyche and told you what you could not have, what you could not do, and what you could not be. Scripture further confirms the torment of fear. Hebrews 2:15 says, through fear of death, we were all our lifetime subject to bondage. Do you know that the reason the devil is able to keep you in bondage is because of one spirit, the spirit of fear? It is the reason why he is able to enslave you, because of fear. As long as you are afraid, you're subject to be bound by the very thing that you fear. Hear me, church. Some of you are over-medicated for no reason. You are being convinced by the devil and the doctors that this is wrong, that's wrong, this is wrong, this is bad, this is happening, this is going to deteriorate. And because of that fear of those things being true, you are in bondage to prescription drugs. My God. Help us in here today to be free. The very thing that you are afraid of, you are sending permission to that thing to issue an arrest warrant. You are afraid to dream, and as a result, your dream has been taken hostage. Through fear, were all their lifetime subject to bondage. Anything that you are afraid of, that thing has power over you. That's why you got to potentially push yourself into things that are not comfortable. I declare unto you in 2015 that you're going to have to live outside of your box. If you are scared to do anything, you better start doing it, because as long as you are in the spirit of fear, you are going to be in captivity. Job said it this way, my brothers and sisters, Job 3:25. When you consider the suffering of Job, how did it happen? Why did it come to him? Job himself would crack the silence and forever settle the issue when he recorded in Job 3:25, for the thing which I greatly feared has come upon me. Fear is such a powerful magnet that it starts attracting stuff that it fears. Don't you understand that whenever you operate in the spirit of fear, you are pulling trouble into your life? You are afraid my husband might be cheating. Don't you understand that you are pulling infidelity into your marriage? I'm afraid they're going to fire me. Don't you understand that fear, Job said, the thing that I feared came upon me. How did it get here? I want to tell you that your trouble is a pit bull, but the scent of blood came from fear, and it picked up that scent, and that's why this stuff is being drawn to you. That's why you better cancel that.
If you need prayer, call our 24-hour prayer line at 919-727-NDWC. That's 919-727-6392. Your future is greater than your past.